What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Daniel Dubois, Oleksandr Usyk, and Big John Fury. Get this. John Fury says that's craziness. John Fury says Usyk made a big mistake taking the Dubois fight. And Big John Fury has also said this about Oleksandr Usyk. He said, Daniel Dubois can knock him out. So Usyk has dropped a clanger by not accepting the Fury fight, going up against an 18 stone, 6'5" heavyweight who can punch for peanuts compared to what he would get against Tyson. I don't know where Usyk's team, are going with that craziness. He added, Dubois team have got to have the right tactics, the right game plan, and some bollocks. That's all that's needed to take the cruiserweight down. But if you try and box him, you are playing into his hands, fighting his fight. You've got to get rough and tough with him, and you have to got to be able to sustain attacks, and then you beat Usyk. And he finished without sustained two-phased attacks, power shots, and bullying him, using your size, forget about it. If you're going to try and out-jab him, a cruiserweight, forget about it. You've got to hit him with everything but the kitchen sink and keep it going. Those are the words of John Fury, and let me counterpunch. First of all, I think the strategy part is right. I do agree with John Fury, with everything he said that Danny Dubois has to do. He can't box. He has to go in there, use his size if he can. If his size is usable against Usyk, because what people don't understand about the size of a fighter, it's only valid when you can use it. Okay, if you're big and you're slow, it's kind of hard to use your size if you don't know how to. Okay, and how do you use your size? You wrap him up, you grab him, you pull him towards you, you put him in the headlock. Okay, you lean on him, those type of things. And that all depends on what type of ref you have refereeing the fight. So I do agree with him in that regard. However, I think his desire for Daniel Dubois to knock out Oleksandr Usyk, I think it's wishful thinking, and more wishful thinking. Why? Because Oleksandr Usyk is the resistance. He's that guy out there that's undefeated. He may be called a cruiserweight or whatever. But see, as many heavyweights as he take out, and he keeps taking out, he will eventually be hated more, but then secretly respected by the people that hate on him, including John Fury. And they know that the man can box. Okay? You can tell the way John Fury described Usyk. Yes, he can box. And John Fury wants Daniel Dubois to take out Oleksandr Usyk because Usyk is a problem. Let's face it. He's a problem. He's a threat. He's the resistance to the heavyweight division for his son Tyson, because he knows Tyson may have problems with a guy that's small, similar to stature and size to Steve Cunningham, which gave him problems, which dropped him in his first American debut, on U.S. soil. And everyone knows that Tyson Fury has problems fighting smaller fighters better than taller fighters. I think Tyson Fury is better fighting guys like Wilder and Klitschko that are 6'7" and 6'5", guys that look at him eye to eye. I think that's better. He's going to have problems with smaller guys. And that's one thing that John Fury will never bring up, because he doesn't want to acknowledge flaws for his son reasonably. I mean, I can understand that. Why would you do that? But Tyson Fury has already said that himself. But him wanting to see Daniel Dubois knock out Oleksandr Usyk is a mere plot just so his son won't have that problem or that lingering shadow following him throughout the rest of his career, if you want to call it a career at this point. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Big John Fury stating that Oleksandr Usyk made a grave mistake picking Daniel Dubois, 18 stones, young, hungry, and ready to go into the ring. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!